Well, there's not a soul in the parking lot. So I don't know if I'm doing this hike by my lonesome today or what. We're right around mile marker 72 off of Route 62 up at Crater Lake. And this is the trailhead to the Union Peak Trail, which follows the Pacific Crest Trail south for a while. And then you climb Union Peak. Average time 5 to 6 hours. Difficulty strenuous. Length 11 miles round trip. And Union Peak is the old cone of a volcano, and the outer part of the mountain that was the volcano has been eroded away over time. And so it's just this pinnacle, rocky pinnacle. And it's just a forest walk until you get to the base of that sucker, and then up straight it goes. So I haven't been on the trail very long, and I just cut some pretty fresh elk tracks. Looks like cows by the size of them, but I'll have to hike slowly and keep my eyes out, because there's definitely some elk in here. I'll show you the tracks. I don't know if you can see them through the video or not. It looks like two cows just traveling in pairs. Here's a bigger track here. So it's early October. I imagine the rut's still going on for elk. And I noticed there's a couple hunters that came through last night and early this morning. So there's probably some archery elk hunting going on right now here in the National Forest. And this is really great habitat for elk up in here. The other thing too, it's kind of great for hunters, because you can see a long way through the woods here. It's different, like in Idaho and Montana, up in there's a lot of brush. You can't see through the woods like you can here in Southern Oregon. It's just like the forest is different. It's I don't know if it's because it's a drier climate or what, but it's definitely less brush and great visibility through the woods. So, you know, you could probably see some elk, look for their tan bodies like 100 yards through the woods, you'd be able to see them. This trail is easy right now. I think it's supposed to be just a forest hike until you get to the mountain. Well, it's pretty nice. It's a nice trail. It's about 8:45 in the morning. It's going to be warm today, I can tell. It's a little chilly right now. Those elk tracks are still following the trail here. So they're up in here somewhere. Maybe I'll get to see them. Best thing I can do right now is shut up and be quiet. Okay, well, I've been going about an hour, covered the 3 miles to the intersection of the Union Peak Trail here. Disappointed I didn't run into any through hikers, although I didn't suspect I would. But it would have been cool to interview them for the video, see how they felt about getting out of that long California trail and finally into Oregon. Find out what their trail names were. They're a unique breed. I like talking to them. I've talked to them before. If you've ever watched their videos, they're kind of cool that they've put together on hiking the whole trail. Pretty amazing. Okay, we're going to continue on now, the Union Peak Trail. Okay, well, here's evidence of, I would say, a pretty small bull elk raking his horns on a tree. I've seen, where big bulls, big tall racks, they'll actually massacre a tree like that. It'll be stripped almost to the top and it'll be bent over. I mean, when they find a tree they want to beat up on, they beat them up. But this is cool. There's a ton of elk tracks through here. I wish I could see them, but they're probably bedded down. All right, well, we're 4 miles into it, and pretty much we're headed uphill now. So it looks like this takes you up. You get to what would be the rocky base of Union Peak, and then from there it's going to be straight up. It's a nice sunny day. There is a breeze that picks up sometimes and makes it feel cooler. So as long as it's not like strong wind, when I get up there above the tree line, it should be about the perfect temperature for making a steep hike like this is going to be. I don't mind climbing a steep hike, but my knees don't particularly like coming down from steepness. So that'll be the only drawback. But this will be a good workout today. This is really, really nice woods. Very open. I did see one deer. I tried to zoom in on it on video. It was pretty grainy and a lot of camera movement due to the amount of zoom I had to put in to see the picture. One thing, this area is riddled with elk tracks of all sizes. So there's a resident elk herd in here, which is pretty cool. Wish I would get a chance to see them. But at this point in the morning, they're all bedded down on a hillside somewhere. So we'll just keep on going, and I'll turn the camera back on when we get above the tree line. Okay, well there she be, Union Peak. This is going to be quite the scramble. I don't see how the trail goes up there, so we must traverse around to the left. It must traverse around to the left and have switchbacks to go up a more gentle slope, because there's no way we're going up the face of that, that's for sure. But let's go and see what we see. This is going to be fun. So Crater Lake is right behind that ridge. And that significant ledge you see that goes on up into the sky, that is part of what's left of the volcano mountain that imploded and sunk into a caldera to create Crater Lake. So that's over there on the kind of the north end of the lake, and that ridge you see to the right of it is, you can drive on that on the perimeter road, 33 miles, with all kinds of viewpoints. So it's pretty cool. All right, here we go to the top of that. So it's gonna be interesting to see how the hell I'm gonna get up to the top of that. It's windy. I wish it wasn't so windy. But it's not real cold either, so we'll be good. They say the reason that these areas haven't forested is because a lot of these areas are thick with pumice, and so I guess things don't grow very well in pumice. I think that's what makes this area of Oregon unique, in that you see a lot of open area, where in a lot of national forests, you know, you wouldn't see those open areas. And that's why the snowmobilers like it up here. There's all kinds of places to snowmobile. Well, we shall continue. View from the top. Over there, below the rim, is Crater Lake. And now we're going to do about a 180-degree scan to the north. A little hazy today. I'm not sure if that's smoke from a forest fire drifting in here or what. Thing is, the wind is pretty strong out of the south, so I don't think it's smoke, because it would be blown out of here with the wind we got today. Look at the open country too. 7,698 feet is where we're at. Looking south. There's tons of volcanic peaks here. You wonder back in the ages if they were all going off by them, you know, at the same time. You look at the geology of the tops of these, you can tell that it was volcanic action that created them. Evidence of some old burns in here too. They've had fires. Okay, I guess it's time to head down. There's a girl on YouTube, Christine Schaefer. I subscribe to her channel. She travels, she does the van life, and you know, she travels to a lot of places, traveling alone. She talks about, you know, how she feels about doing it alone, and she likes to do it alone. Um, I like to do adventures alone as well. Not sure why, um, but I like just being out in nature by myself with my own thoughts, and just, you know, thinking and planning and looking at things retrospectively and observing. You observe more when you're alone versus with somebody talking, and you know, you lose your focus about, you know, why you're there, and that's to interact with nature and feel what it feels like to be alone in nature by yourself, you know, using your own wits um, to navigate into the backcountry, to be reliant on yourself, to use your woodsmanship, your knowledge developed over the years of adventuring alone. There's a certain satisfaction to it. But Christine Schaefer, what I really like about her channel is she is a master at videography. Her pictures and her videos that she captures in the backcountry, boy, it just really, just amazing. I really enjoy every time she has a video up and she's in a new location, filming something new. It's pretty cool. Check her out, Christine Schaefer. Peanut butter and jelly time. You can't go wrong. Packing peanut butter and jelly for your hike. And Gatorade, especially Glacier Cherry. Delish. I brought a full bottle of water today too. Didn't go through much of it. It hasn't been really that hot. It's the high 60s, I'd say. Sitting here in the sun feels more like 70. Cool breeze. October 1st. You know, here above 7,000 feet. This time of year, October. You know, the weather can change soon, but right now it's just gorgeous fall. All right, time to hit the road. home. Miss Priscilla. My van. They're running that generator over there for some reason. I'm not sure why. Huh. Anyway, it's time to get these boots off. Union Peak Trail hike is over.